how do I pronounce your name correctly?
It's Dvärby.
Joakim Dvärby. So.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You had your ankle broken during the 2019 World Championships, right? During the first fight, and still went to the second fight.
Yeah.
What motivated? What kept you going?
Before the Worlds, it was it didn't go as I planned, and I was struggling, and then I felt I was really good shape before, and then like 1 week before I got sick, and I was sick for a week. I actually went to the hospital to check it out because it never went away. But they said you're gonna be fine, just wait. And I was fine. And then I felt I had to give it all to, I don't know, I wanted to give it all. And then I broke my ankle, and I heard it. I heard it, but I thought it was maybe a ligament or something. And we had a physio, and he said, "No, you can walk on it." So we just taped it, and I tried to walk on it, and as long as I walked it felt quite okay.
Okay.
But my second fight didn't go so well. And then when I came home, we noticed it was broken.
Or what is your mindset in general when you go into a competition?
I just want to give my all, because I know I'm not doing judo good if I have too much to think about, you know. I just want to give my all to the fight, you know. Mm-hmm. And if I start to think, oh, have I trained good or have I trained bad, or the period before, I should not think about that. So I try to be there right then, you know. That sometimes it goes good, but sometimes not.
Do you listen to music before a fight?
Sometimes and sometimes not. I don't want to be dependent on it, because if I lose my phone or something, then maybe it's so gonna make me nervous. So I try to I can do it, but I try to not have it like a must, you know.
Okay. I did watch a lot of videos of your fighting, and you throw so much seonage, like standing on your knees. So what makes this technique so special for you?
It's super fun with this seonage, because I was doing judo before they changed every rule, you know, with the leg grabs and everything. And before I only did, lats and leg grab. Teguruma was my favorite. So when I started to do the seonage, it was just because, when you do uchikomi, they said do uchikomi, and teguruma is, you go in, so do something easier. So I started to do seonage, and I did it to the left side because I wanted to do it this, but I had some back problems, so I had to do it both ways. And then when they took all my techniques away, the only thing I had was this uchikomi training technique, you know. I never threw seonage before that. So then, I have to take what I have, so I started to do seonage, and that was how it came to be my technique. But I also like it because I like the techniques when you really lift the opponent. Like teguruma, it's also a lift, and seonage, you can also lift them up. And also, if you not succeed, you can always roll a little bit, so maybe you can get scored.
2016, you were a training partner in Rio. I went back to your Instagram a while back to 2016. Yeah. You wrote you're just there because of the accomplishments of others. So now you are quite close to going to the Olympics yourself. How do you feel about that?
It was a hard time because I was in 90. I was all alone for 2 years, and then Marcus Nyman did his comeback. And for me, it felt fine because I was in a good position, and it felt good. But then I had my injuries, and then I started to go down, and he started to get up, and it was a really stressful time because he's a really good friend, but you also want to be the top player, So then after Rio and everything, it was a hard qualification period and everything. Then I thought, okay, I really want to have to went to Olympic by myself, not only being there like a partner or So that was what kept me going, and I really want to get the spot because it felt like I was in the race for the last time. So now I really want to take the spot. And
now it's going to Tokyo. You have been quite successful in Japan. Like you got 5th place 2012 in Tokyo, 7th place 2015, 5th place 2016, and you won against Aaron Wolf, who is now the player to go for Japan, and 5th place 2018.
Yeah. Oh, and that was so because I was so close, and Sweden never took a medal there.
Yeah.
Then I thought every year that, okay, next year I want to take the medal, the first medal. And then both Tommy and Anna medal there.
Oh.
And but it was really cool for them. But now I thought, okay, now I will be, the next day I should also take my medal. But then also a 5th place. So it was a little bit hard. But I don't know why, but I think it's so big competition, and as I told you, I want to give it all, and with that atmosphere, I think it's easier to give it all, to find the motivation to really fight for it. But I have a really good feeling in Tokyo for the most times. That's why I was so happy about it. The world should be there, and then I broke my legs, but it has been really good.
It means you're close to being there, and you won against great judoka, like I said, Wolf and Corel and Haga. So there is always this, you are able to do it. So I think
and that's so frustrating when you don't, because you know you're able to it, but sometimes you just can't.
And no, Ben Fletcher was the person I interviewed before you, and he said you should never be in the Olympic Village too early because it's just so distracting to be there because it's so exciting with that many athletes. And you now have the advantage that you have been there as a training partner. Do you think it's an advantage for you?
Yeah, actually, I think. Because I felt it when I was there, it's so many new things, and so I know what it's all about, so I think it's an advantage to just see in not the place, but to see in the whole thing. But I think it's really important to also seize the moment, or I don't know how to say, but to really be there also. Not only because you worked so long time for being there, and to just be too focused. I think it's not the way to win.
As you promptly state in your Instagram, you haven't weighed under 90 kilograms since May 2016. So how was the change for you from 90 to 100? What's the difference?
Yeah, the difference are I don't have to cut so much weight. And in the beginning I had this speed, but now I have to work on my speed again. Because before, moving up from 90 to 100, I think you had the speed. But I said that after the last qualification period with so many competitions and so much weight cutting, that if I'm going to continue with judo, I have to do something else, because otherwise it won't be funny. To eat was one of the funny things that I needed to do.
It makes going to a competition easier.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't take so much energy also.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can just go there. One of my best competitions was in Hague. I just went there the same day as the weight control day. and just did my weight and the competition day after. It was short time and doesn't took so much energy and no long flight. Yeah. Compare that to going to Japan and you have to cut 7 kilos and then it's another level of pressure on the body. Now my body is fine and my shape is good, I think. So I just have to get the right mindset, I think. And it's so strange because when you start to win, it's often you win several and if you start to lose, it's common that you also lose some fights. But now it has been too many fights. I've lost first or second round.
So maybe this can be a new start for you.
Can be.
Yeah.
Everybody is on the same page.